Indianapolis Colts 2025 playoff hopes are now on the thinnest ice there is. Grandfather time hasn't been able to slow down their spiral as they've lost 5 straight games.
Picked off, and he is gone. And this game's going to belong to San Francisco.
They're at home this week. They have to win out to have a chance, which won't be easy with what? The best team in the NFL coming to town? Is it okay to call the Jacksonville Jaguars that? Because can't call what they're doing just cute anymore.
One of the better stories in the NFL, the rise of the Jaguars.
How's that for a statement? Truck the number 1 seed in the AFC on their home turf in the same manner they've rolled most teams they've beaten on what is now a 6-game winning streak. Trevor Lawrence with all sorts of Randall Pink Floyd vibes to him right now. Liam Cohen, where have you been all his life? Trev has literally morphed into a number 1 overall pick quarterback right in front of our eyes. No better QB over the last month. 3 TDs last week, has a career-high 26 now, 279 yards, 115 rate, ran another one in too, not quite Al Bundy, but still a 4 TD game, in hostile territory versus the vaunted Denver defense.
Lawrence will keep, Lawrence will walk in, and the Jaguars lead once more.
Lawrence with 12 TDs over his last 4, no picks, a 100-plus rate in each game, so he's cool. Offense slapped Denver with 34 points. That's 8 straight they've hit at least 25.
Lawrence looking to the end zone, diving catch, touchdown Jacksonville!
Here's what's most impressive about T-Law's latest gem. He was sacked 5 times, hit a whopping 14 times.
Pressure up the middle, Lawrence is in trouble, down he goes!
And like Mitch Kramer, he took his paddling and just kept on LIVIN. Now he tries to keep on keeping on versus a Colts defense that just gave up 41 points to San Francisco. 4 for 6 in the red zone, 7 for 11 on third down. He's looking at a secondary that gave up 5 touchdowns to Brock Purdy, 295 yards, a pass rush that only came up with 1 sack on 34 pass attempts.
Purdy, Jennings with a catch! Touchdown 49ers!
And the thing is, these two just played Week 14. That was the game Daniel Jones got hurt in, shifted everything for Indy. Lawrence threw for 244 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions. Jags cruised to a 36-19 victory.
Fires in the right side of the end zone, punt! Touchdown!
Tim Patrick, 78 yards and a TD in that one. Brian Thomas, 87 yards. Thomas and Patrick, quiet last week, only 29 yards between them. Parker Washington had the Waldo Lawrence was looking for. He targeted him 10 times, 145 yards and a TD.
Floating for the end zone. Washington with the catch.
Jelly of the Month Club Jacoby chipped in 45 yards. Myers, such a big hit, they signed him to an extension.
Lawrence in a clean pocket over the middle. There's Jacoby Myers.
Brenton Strange, 39 yards versus Denver, but Indianapolis' secondary gave up 115 yards and a touchdown to George Kittle, 2 receiving TDs to CMC too. Plus, their front gave up 117 yards on 5.6 a run to McCaffrey, who doesn't have many games where he's hit at 4+ yards per carry.
McCaffrey got it and then some.
He just set a new personal record on the season at 24 yards.
They take on Travis Etienne again this week, 50 rush yards, just 3.1 a run versus Denver, but he ran for 74 yards and 2 scores versus Indianapolis, so more than possible he gets it going again. Colts have to figure they could keep round 2 with Jacksonville more competitive, being Phillip Rivers seems to have found the fountain of youth. Sure, he had that pick 6 to end the game, but daggum, 277 yards, close to 8 yards per attempt, 2 TDs, a 97 rating. As a 44-year-old grandpa who'd been retired for 5 years, has the movie script been started yet? Who are we thinking of casting? Adam Sandler, Jason Sudeikis maybe?
It made me hurt watching him try to get out of that pocket. He's checking his rearview mirror to make sure nobody's tailgating him.
Rivers helped the Colts to 27 points, 5 for 10 on third down, converted both red zone trips.
Rivers, end zone, he's got his man! Touchdown Colts! And dadgummit, he can still play.
That snapped a 4-game run of sub-21-point outings for Indianapolis. Won't be easy to do that again versus Jacksonville's defense either. Probably the most overlooked aspect of their surge, they held Denver to 20 points. They've held 5 of the last 6 offenses faced to fewer than 21 points.
Going downfield for Sutton, high points it, and it's incomplete.
Rivers is dealing with an INT-crazed secondary, second most after snagging one of Bo Nix's passes, held him to a low 80s rate, which fits right in there with their 2025 body of work against the pass.
Nix to the sideline, intercepted! Jarian Jones!
Only sacked Nix once on 47 pass attempts and did give up 350-plus yards to him, 66 yards allowed to Troy Franklin, 86 yards and a TD to Cortland Sutton. They'll be chasing Michael Pittman around this week, only 32 yards versus the Niners. Tyler Warren, 30 yards on 9 targets. Josh Downs saw that many looks too, at least he converted his into 65 yards.
Now the near sideline, and he's got Downs.
Well, the route running that we're seeing from Indianapolis is outstanding.
And Alec Pierce led them with 86 yards and caught both the Rivers TDs.
3rd down and goal to the end zone. Touchdown again, Alec Pierce.
Jonathan Taylor, 33 receiving yards last week, 46 rushing and a score.
2nd and goal. Taylor is in for the touchdown.
Feels like he's coasting in on fumes. Only 2.9 a carry week 16, less than 3.7 per attempt in 5 of his last 7 games. Can he spark something up versus Jacksonville? Would be a lot cooler if he did. They gave up 50 rush yards to RJ Harvey on 7-1 per handoff, gave up a touchdown plus 71 receiving yards to him.
Finds RJ Harvey, breaking another tackle out to midfield.
We revisited their first ever meeting a few weeks ago. High-scoring Colts win. They won the first 5 games between the two. Here's how Jacksonville finally got on the board in 2003.
Good protection, stands in, throws it downfield, intended for Marvin Harrison. Touchdown, Marvin Harrison!
While Harrison left the game with a strained muscle, Manning kept the pigskin flying, notching his league-leading 18th TD pass. In contrast, Byron Leftwich was just trying to get through a game without a turnover. He succeeded, but barely.
Traffic, and it's off the hands of his receiver, and then caught out of the air!
After showing off his arm, Leftwich showcased his feet. Not bad, but not nearly as good as Fred Taylor.
In motion, handoff. There goes Fred Taylor looking for an inside move. Stays on his feet. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars are going to beat Peyton Manning. They're going to beat the Colts.
For the first time ever, Peyton Manning and the Colts lost to Jacksonville.